I've been sick recently, but I finally got to see Top Gun Maverick in the theaters. I remember when they announced they were making Top Gun 2, I thought that sounded like the dumbest idea in the world, but it turns out Top Gun Maverick is actually pretty darn good. Top Gun Maverick stars Tom Cruise again as Pete Mitchell, call sign Maverick, and he has been recruited to train an elite group of Top Gun pilots to fly a nearly impossible mission to bomb a secret uranium enrichment facility in an unnamed foreign country. It also stars a good supporting cast including Miles Teller, Jennifer Connelly, John Hamm, Val Kilmer, and others. I'm not much of a fan of the original Top Gun. I didn't grow up watching it, and the first time I saw it was actually 2 or 3 years ago, so it was definitely not a classic in my household, and I have no nostalgia for it. However, Top Gun Maverick is an exciting sequel, and I found it much more enjoyable than the first film. I love Tom Cruise so much. I wish science could keep him alive and making movies forever. The best part of this movie is obviously the action set pieces. It's not overrun with computer-generated effects. So many blockbusters in recent memory are oversaturated with CGI, and I think audiences are starving to see something real. Our actors are actually inside these insanely fast fighter jets. We see the fear in their eyes as they narrowly miss running into a mountainside. We see the camera shaking violently and the pilot's eyes glaze over as the G-forces begin to crush their bodies. We get a lot of quick cuts of our pilots yelling on the radio, "I can't see him! I can't see him! He's right on your tail! Eject! Eject!" The action gave me a similar feeling to the one I got in the 2018 movie First Man with Ryan Gosling, which I also highly recommend. I am really looking forward to watching an in-depth behind-the-scenes documentary to see how Top Gun Maverick was filmed. It's not perfect. My least favorite part of Top Gun 2 was Tom Cruise's relationship with Jennifer Connelly's character Penny. We know very little about her other than she used to date Maverick and she owns a bar. I didn't care whether they ended up getting together or not. Anytime the two of them are on screen together, I thought, okay, can we just get this over with and get back to the airplanes? I really like that they treated Maverick with respect. Even though people tell him that his kind belong in a museum, they still treat him like the icon and hero that he should be. I am getting really tired of movies and TV shows taking our old heroes, mocking them, and making them supporting characters in their own movies for the sake of building up new characters. I'm sick of all the paying homage to the past while passing the torch to a new generation stuff we have been getting the past several years, and thankfully this movie doesn't do any of that garbage. Maverick is a bad you-know-what, and everyone around him knows it, even though they hate to admit it. Some of the dialogue was a little cheesy. We get some scenes of banter between the Top Gun recruits and they are ribbing on each other and someone makes the most milquetoast insult you can imagine and then they all react like, "Oh!" like it was some sort of sick burn and it just wasn't. The libertarian part of me questions the morality of the US running secret bombing missions on foreign territory without a formal declaration of war from Congress, but that's another discussion entirely. Yes, I would recommend Top Gun Maverick and I plan on seeing it again in theaters.